Do you have a gun?
I have a license to have a gun. Yes, I do.
Do you own one?
Yes, I do.
Do you use it? Gun range?
It's none of your business. It's really none of your business. I have a license to have a gun.
Gun control?
What are you talking about? I don't want to do anything to violate the Second Amendment. To me, the Second Amendment is very important.
Hillary Clinton explained her refusal to say the words radical Islam. Here is what she said, exact quote: "Muslims are peaceful and tolerant people and have nothing whatsoever to do with terrorism." That is Hillary Clinton. So she says the solution is to ban guns. They tried that in France, which has among the toughest gun laws anywhere in the world, and 130 people were brutally murdered by Islamic terrorists in cold blood. Her plan is to disarm law-abiding Americans, abolishing the Second Amendment and leaving only the bad guys and terrorists with guns. No good. Not going to happen, folks. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Thank you. We are going to protect our Second Amendment. Our Second Amendment. Remember, it's under siege like you've never seen before, and we are going to protect it. You know, in Paris, which has the toughest gun laws of the world, no tougher gun laws than Paris. France, tough. Guess what? 130 people dead. No bullets were going in the opposite direction. It was just boom, boom, boom. Same thing happened in California. 14 people, radicalized people. She probably radicalized him. They went in and killed 14 people that they worked with, supposedly that they liked. It's not going to happen anymore, folks. It's not going to happen. We're going to be smart. We're going to be vigilant. We're going to be the smart people. We're going to know what we're doing. We're going to be proud of our country again. The Second Amendment to our Constitution is clear. Now, this is in light of what's gone on with Oregon. You know, every time something happens, they blame. They don't blame mental illness, that our mental health care is out of whack, and all of the other problems. And by the way, it was a gun-free zone. I will tell you, if you had a couple of the teachers or somebody with guns in that room, you would have been a hell of a lot better off. You would have been a hell of a lot better off.
He tweeted, "If the people so violently shot down in Paris had guns, at least they would have had a fighting chance. Isn't it interesting that the tragedy in Paris took place in one of the toughest gun control countries in the world?"
And I do carry on occasion. Sometimes a lot, but I like to be unpredictable so that people don't know exactly what you're carrying.
Unlike 13C gun reviews, would you agree that, like the printing press is to the modern day internet and other forms of media, television and whatnot, that an AR-15 would be the same to a musket and deserve the same protection under the Second Amendment?
I think it's amazing, and I think I just walked through the floor. My sons, as you probably saw, are lifetime members of the NRA.
That's excellent.
So they know every gun that was ever even thought about, let alone produced. But no, I'm a big fan of the Second Amendment and the NRA and what it represents.
And that would include things like AR-15?
Sure.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
As you can see, I didn't take that first response as fully answering my question, and I was glad to see on the follow-up question that he did in fact acknowledge that AR-15s are covered under the Second Amendment.
Second Amendment guarantees a fundamental right that belongs to all law-abiding Americans, right? I wrote this. The Constitution doesn't create that right. It ensures that the government can't take it away, right? Can't. They're doing all sorts of moves to try and take it away. Our founding fathers knew, and our Supreme Court has upheld, that the Second Amendment purpose is to guarantee our right to defend ourselves and our families. We need that. In fact, I have a license to carry in New York. Can you believe that? Nobody knows that. If we had people where the bullets were going in the opposite direction, right smack between the eyes of this maniac, if some of those wonderful people had guns strapped right here, right to their waist, or right to their ankle. And this son of a bitch comes out and starts shooting. And one of the people in that room happened to have it and goes boom, boom. You know what? That would have been a beautiful, beautiful sight, folks. That would have been a beautiful, beautiful sight. So don't let them take your guns away. And believe me, you put me in there, we're going to save that Second Amendment. We're going to save your guns. They're not going to take away your bullets. They're not going to shorten up your magazines. They're not going to do anything. We're going to preserve it and we're going to cherish it. And that's what we have to do.